G'day folks. Well, I had a little visit from V8 Jagnut. Unfortunately it was when I was at work and he only dropped off a couple of little toys. First off is the ECU from the SV21 Camry that he's been pulling his hair out over for the last few weeks. And yeah, this is the dead one he got back from the ECU remanufacturer, Injectronics. The one that Injectronics sent him failed badly. Didn't damage the car, but he sent it back to them for retesting. It came back good again and never worked. So either it was not fixed properly to begin with, or it was not chipped properly, because these contain a ROM chip for a number of different engines. This is the 3SFE, which is found in the Toyota RAV4 and the Camry. I think apparently there's a chip for a 5SFE in the same, which you can put in the same box. But yeah, there's something not right with the one that he sent back to Injectronics. This one's not chipped for anything other than the car that it came out of. This is probably the factory ECU. I doubt it's ever been changed. But yeah, there's something wrong with this one. We're suspicious that maybe RACV fried it when they tried to jump start the car. Don't know for sure though. That's why he sent it to me. He wants me to try and find out if it's been overloaded and blown in some way, but I don't like my chances. What else? I suppose I better show you the air conditioner and stuff I found too. And yeah, that's a music video for Tool, Pan's Labyrinth. It's a rather creepy, it's a strange movie. Look it up. Is it Guillermo del Toro's Pan's Labyrinth? I believe it's Spanish. You can get an English dub or subtitles, but it's well worth watching in Spanish with just subtitles on it. Creepy movie. But the music video is 46 and 2. Tool are an awesome band. I love them. I've been listening to them since I was a kid, really. First one I got was, well, first song I've ever heard was, what was it? Enema. Someone gave me a mixtape with that and one of the first Korn songs on it and a few other things, and I've been hooked on all of those bands ever since. Rage Against the Machine. What else was there? There was, yeah, Korn, RATM, Tool, and a few other different mixed ones which I never really took on to. Pantera, that's not too bad. Either way, I better show you this air conditioner and some other stuff. There we go. He also left his trailer with me, so I might even try and find a replacement tailgate for the one that I made and someone either pinched or probably tried to steal something off the trailer and left it on the ground and he's just taken off without realising it. And yeah, no more tailgate. It wouldn't have fallen off, not with the way I designed it, but someone's actually unlatched it and either left it hanging or just off on the ground, and it's just come off at the first bump. It's just gone, slid sideways and fallen off. So I'm going to try and replace that if I can find another one in the amount of time. But yes, this is a APAC Sundowner S16. It is a heat pump, 3-phase only. I'm going to try and run it anyway. Don't like my chances, but maybe. And that's a fan cap, so it's got a single-phase fan in it. It's a split system. They've hacked the lines off. Yeah, so I can't push that without pushing the trailer. It's heavy. Yeah, it's got the old Manurop round blue compressor, Manurop compressors in it, or Danfoss compressors now. Even if it doesn't work, there's a fair bit of coil scrap in it anyway. We'll go Harvey's, buy some drink or whatever else. Picked them up at the scrapyard today. I couldn't pass up some vintage side shear cutters. They're a bit worn out, but not bad. Some kind of markings on there, a bit hard to make out. Old school. That and extra mag for the Ford, it's always handy. I'll clean that one up and get one of the tyres mounted on that and the old spare, and then I can just chuck two on the back at the same time and swap the others out as well as I go along. Easy. What's in there? Got defrost board and control board, sensor, cool, heat. Yeah, that's all defrost timing and stuff, and you got the main contactors. Don't know why there's two of them. Or maybe one's for interior fan or something. But there should be main compressor contactor with the thermal overload, and one for fan, which is somewhere, I don't know. I'll open up one day and have a look. Yeah, that's the side shears. Only thing is these brass ends are worn razor sharp, so definitely something to wear gloves with. I might even deburr them a little bit. They're just the springs. Apart from that little dangerous bit, they're pretty damn good. But yeah, I can just see those ends pinching your hand. Definitely wear gloves for that one. That's an adjustment there. Could use a readjust and a very light grind on this side here. You don't really grind the blade. I mean, you could lap this outer surface here a little bit, but if you have to grind anything else, like this side cut anvil's worn, you grind that top surface or lap it a little bit and then they come good again. But definitely old school compared with the new plastic crap you get from Bunnings. Anyway, I shall leave you with clips from last night when I tried to repair this. I figured it'd be worth wasting an hour on it just to pull this heatsink and these tabs off and try and redo the solder connections on the little resistors that are soldered to the film. But there's also some film chips there, chip on film, COF chips, attached to it too, and apparently one of them might be going short and pulling the whole thing down. Because it doesn't even flicker anymore. Before it was flickering and I was getting normal static and black bars, which is sort of indicating of a problem down there. But now I don't even get that, so I think I fixed it so well it's just died. The dropping out's probably not even related to those drives. It might be related. Power supply voltages are perfect. I've checked all of them and they're within 0.1 volt each. Control voltages there's 5 and 12 volts going to these boards here. All the LEDs are lighting up. There's LEDs on the digital board down there which drives the panel itself, or comes with the panel. One of the green LEDs on it's flicking or blinking, so I might try and pull this board out again and just examine that while it's running. It might be a code, but if one of them's blinking in code because of a fault, then it probably indicates a problem in the PDP main drive system or something, rather than this or that, which is good because there's two spare good boards. There's a good power supply and a good digital board. But if there's a problem in the main drive board or one of these sustain boards, X or Y sustain or something like that, who knows, it's pretty much scrap anyway. Anywho, thanks for watching and enjoy last night's little exploits. G'day folks. Just getting back to this LG plasma. I figured it's worth spending an hour on or something after work, which is essentially what today is. It's Monday night. Got it all to bits, as you can see. Digital board and everything just sort of folds over once you undo all the screws, and a couple of the connectors for the sideboards. That one there went to the front panel push button board, and that one went to the side AV inputs. The rest of it just sort of hangs on there and folds back. Of course, got to take the power switch off as well. But camera's just about out of battery actually, so yeah, essentially I'm going to try and break into here. I'm going to take this heatsink off, hopefully just be able to lift it up and move it back a bit out of the way without having to take these panel supports off. And yeah, hopefully there's some resistors and things soldered onto that film, because that's why we're getting black bars. Don't know about the complete dropouts yet, but we'll find out for sure whether it might be something in here, I don't know. I'll at least see if I can fix the black bars and prove that theory. Otherwise, yeah, it might end up getting destroyed. Leave it powered on and flickering and just run the car into it like Daewoo Parts suggested. There's also little SMD resistors down here too, similar to what you might find on the ribbon. If they're not on the ribbon, they're probably here. So either way, I'm just giving it a very light wipe with a low wattage soldering iron, tiny bit of fresh solder, and hopefully it fixes it. Okay, well, panel supports had to come off because they put a screw underneath them. You can't get to it without taking them off. Ah well, it's only a few screws. But yes, those are the culprits that I've seen in a number of tutorials. The big ones, the resistors. Capacitors, I don't know if anyone's tried touching them up. They're fairly small, so you'd need a very good soldering iron with temperature control for that one. I'm not really game enough to touch them. But yeah, it's worth a try. I mean, otherwise this thing's just going to end up getting trashed anyway. I'll find some way of doing it. Plug it in, get a signal to it, and then ram the Festiva into it, I think. Little car don't like TV. Little car don't care about much at all.